Welcome back. I guess today I call upon the angels to join my cause. The thousands and thousands of angels I may have named, and the thousands and thousands more to be named. I just can't count as many angels as you could have fall. I call upon all the foundations on earth to join my plan to pay it forward and invest in the future of the acquisition of our enterprise of earth. All the angel capital, I call on all the stars, for we the people offer to buy all your stars. The contract for life, eternal life contracts for every star. But this is also a manifestation of, well, it's not really your last great religion, because your last great religion is a recognition that there is one great religion of us, all of us, and all of the religions and all of the cultures and all of the tribes are part of that tapestry. It's part of the game. Part of the game we've been playing until our minds and our technologies are ready to play the new game. And so I call upon all the capitalists who call them capitalists, merge, one giant merger of all enterprises of earth, a merger that results in an IPO of the enterprise of earth, owned by all the people of earth. And we still have time to July 5th. We could call July 5th, as I called it 5 years ago, Re-Independence Day for the world. All the states and nations put forth your own referendums of the people to allow you to cancel or have your state or nation bought by the enterprise of the people that promises you much better plans, much more profit, and jobs for everybody who can. Change we can believe in. An enterprise of us with no government, no taxes, and eternal life with my high-star movie and the future of us. That's the plan I'm asking you to adopt. Think about it, and I'm calling upon all your religions and all your popes to join my plan and join your funds, because I'm calling them in the name of who's your daddy, who's your God. I'll call him in under his name. But this is about, what is this about?
The confusion, the chaos and the pain. A man emerged and Muhammad was his name.
Okay, nothing against Muhammad, except I've got some problems with the Muslims' plans for not putting Muhammad in the movies. That's short-sighted, isn't it? Is there a reason at this time we can't celebrate his story like we celebrate the other stories? Because they're great stories. Our history is our best asset. And it's your most depreciating assets. I could buy your best movies. How much would it cost to buy Outright Capra? Let alone the rest of them. Cecil B. DeMille's, all of them. What would it cost to buy all your depreciated stories and put them in a better story of us? And what would it cost to allow people to merge, mix garage band fantasy and reality with any movie you've seen? Play any character you want to from inside the movie. That's the movie of the future of us, where everybody could be a starring role in their own movie. How do they write the future. How do you write a future for you when we are all writing one future for us together? It's like up to you. Now, if we have these referendums, because we're basically cancelling your negative form of democracy, we need to get democracy, worldwide fair elections, and we should go for 91 to 99% majority vote. Vote on our government sound. Vote in the enterprise. Who owns the future and the health and well-being of our people? And vote to cancel and merge militaries and put them in our war games in iPhones and iMinds. In oh my gosh, what would we do if we owned our world together? And of course, at the bottom of it all is a cancellation of all your worthless currencies. But by weirdness of the game, guess what? All your worthless currencies, just like all your worthless technology and crap that you sell each other right now, all the worthless stuff is now priceless heirlooms in this movie. A reality movie where we all become priceless together, and your currency can be priceless, even though in your reality it's worthless. Isn't that weird? Can you count now to the higher law order math of a better plan for 1,000 years of justice, peace, and earth? And who among you can say that's not the plan that holds your mind and holds your soul? Who among you will say that? But won't you just say goodbye, it's independence day? I swear I never meant to take those things away. Of course, some of you recognize this as an almost cross, but it's a risen cross. It's crossed through T with the Star of David. And that Star of David represents 3 triangles, 3 pyramids. The pyramid of your mind, the pyramid of our bodies and the communion of our own lives, and the pyramid of our souls. And whether you believe in God or not, I think you have a pyramid to your soul. I'm betting on that. I've been betting on you guys for 5 years. So far, it's been a complicated and probably bad bet. But there's still time. July 5th. Get a referendum on by May. Go for the election by June 25th. I don't care. Let the people vote. Let the people vote for democracy. Because guess what? Our enterprise, well, capital will get more votes on business decisions, but our enterprise will employ real-time true democracy all the time and will pay you reward. How can we afford to pay the reward? Because through voting, we will discover things. And things discovered is money. That's what profit is all about. It's the profit we can unleash when we unleash the capital of our minds together. Prove me wrong! Prove me wrong! So just look at them and say